How's the ankle?
It's good. It's good. Yeah.
How has it been the last few games playing on the ankle? Has it been bothering you at all? Or?
Nah, it's been good. I've been getting as much treatment as possible, so it's been good. You know, like after every game, after practice and stuff, I make sure I try to get as much treatment as I can. So it's been feeling good.
What kind of is it? A lot of treatment, I'm guessing. What kind of goes into that?
Really just making sure your body right. All of us really just making sure we in the training room as much as possible. You know, coach tell us make sure we take care of our body. So just being in there, stretching, just icing whatever we need to ice, just all that kind of stuff.
When did it first really start to aggravate you, that ankle?
I can't even recall. You know, I had sprained it back in November. So whenever that happened, just that injury reoccurring really.
What about like physically when you're going up off it? You know, how's it been so far playing on it and actually getting the lift and things like that, and your shots and your layups and things like that?
It's been good. It just feel good to be able to be back out there, just to be able to play again. So really, just it feel good. Just like I said, I just been getting a lot of treatment, just trying to strengthen it up as much as possible. So it's been getting better day by day, and I feel like it's feeling pretty good.
How do you feel about this game tomorrow?
We excited. I'm excited as well, just knowing the type of environment we're going to play in and the type of team we're going to play against. I mean, they're a good team. They're a great team, well coached, and they're a competitive team as much as we is. So I feel like it's going to be fun, and it's going to be a good game.
Yeah, Cal talked a lot about get 10% better defensively, and you guys showed that, on Tuesday. What's the key to, keep that going, string together games like that?
I feel like it's all about just staying in the gym and just staying locked in. As much as possible together as a team, just in practice, just seeing different ways that we could get better at it day by day. I mean, it ain't gonna really be like a big leap, so we just looking to get better. Like you said, 10% every day, and just to keep building and building.
Did you guys notice a difference, like in the game, in the heat of the game? You were like, oh yeah, we are defending. Like, oh yeah, but you're not looking at the scoreboard, but you're not giving up as many points. Was that extra confidence on Tuesday? Do you guys feel that in the game? Like, oh, you guys are being more physical. Your defense is better.
Yeah, I would say you can feel it just from getting stops, just getting a lot of more fast break and transition opportunities. So I would say you feel it just from the intensity, but it affects your fatigue as well. That's another way you can feel it, just being more tired from playing more intense and just playing harder on the defensive end. But that comes with being in shape and just practice. So I feel like we worked on that, just practicing, just playing more intense on defense and just becoming better defensively as a team. So I feel like it showed in the game.
From a guard's perspective, what's kind of the difficulties or the challenges of defending ball screens and the communication you have to have with your big? What have you all maybe changed over the last few weeks, and just how is that ball screen defense going overall, do you think?
One of the biggest things we talked about is, like you said, communication, just making sure we all on the same page, no matter if it's the right call or the wrong call. Even if somebody make the wrong call, just making sure we all together and we do it as a team. So I feel like that's the most important thing when it comes to ball screens and just defense in general, just knowing what everybody's thinking and what everybody want to do.
Hugo had the 10 blocks, he would argue 11. Could you just talk about how much of an impact that makes for you guys on defense as well?
It make a huge impact, just knowing, giving us that confidence, just knowing that we got a great shot blocker back there and somebody who's going to protect the rim for us, just giving us more confidence to push up even more and just try to defend the ball even more. Because we know if they get by us, then most likely Hugo going to be back there to block it because we got that much confidence in him.
I'm sure you didn't like being on the bench, but it looked like you were doing a lot of coaching, cheering. Just what did you learn from being able to sit and watch from that perspective? And did you like kind of being the secondary coach there on the bench too?
I would really say I just seen like the game from a different perspective, just from being on the sideline, not actually being in the game. I feel like it was easier to see certain stuff unfold and just like certain stuff happen, and just how important communication was. Just so that's why I try to talk to my teammates as much as possible, because I know anybody else would have did the same thing. You know, anybody you see that's not playing or on the bench, they talking as well. But I ain't like it. You know, I wanted to be out there just to help my teammates. But I had a lot of confidence in them, and I feel like they did a very good job.
When you saw something happen from your perspective on the bench, you said you would go up to them. Did you go up to them immediately and be like, hey, this is what I saw, this is how you should fix it type thing, or how did you approach that?
Sometimes, not all the time. Sometimes it was just encouraging, like just to keep going, keep fighting, because coach would tell them most of the time, or one of my other coaches would tell them. But if it was really something that I think that could help him, I would say something. That's enough just to see how hard he been working and all the work he put in, and it's been showing how good he been playing. And he definitely deserved it, because like you said, he been putting a lot of work in the gym, and we all got a lot of confidence in him, and we all know the type of player he is, and he's a great player. So I feel like he been playing good.
Coach Cal said you guys are a team built for March. Has he said that to you all?
Yeah, he told us that.
Yeah. What does that mean to you?
Just knowing that he got the confidence in us just to keep going. You know, in our after we lost to Gonzaga, you know, he told us that we good. You know, he still got faithfulness, he still got confidence in us, and that meant a lot to us. Just hearing that from him, just putting confidence in ourselves as well. So I feel like that give us a lot of confidence.
You guys had so many close games. To lose that Gonzaga game, how do you keep your head up after that? Move on to the next one.
Just knowing that that's what come with the process. You know, you win some, you lose some, but you just gotta keep fighting no matter what. And, you know, we went over some mistakes we made in that game and just really just learn from it. So I feel like that's the most important thing when it comes to losing, just learning from it as much as you can and just seeing how you can improve on the next game.
Have you seen Justin's, like, kind of, not necessarily his attitude, but just his approach to the game? Has it changed lately in the last couple of weeks that maybe has helped lead to his little breakout that he's on right now?
I mean, he's been very positive throughout the whole process. He always been positive, just keeping his head up. So I feel like when you got that mindset, something bound is good to happen for you, no matter what, no matter how you playing or what you're going through. As long as you keep a positive mindset, you're going to be good. And he's been showing that. You know, he been playing good. In my eyes, he's been playing good all season, but just from him keeping that positive mindset, he's been having the games he's been having.
I don't know if you got a chance to see it, DJ, but the new NCAA college football games coming out this
Yeah,
summer.
I seen that.
How cool would it be to see maybe a basketball version, maybe a college hoops, 2K, something like that come out this summer?
That'd be real cool. Just I remember when I was younger, they had them games like NCAA. What was it called? NCAA 14.
Yeah,
so I
NCAA
remember. Yeah, I remember when I was younger, they had them games. So being in college now, I feel like that'd be crazy for them to bring it back from being a college athlete now.
For sure. Would it be cool to see you, like, kind of play as yourself?
I mean, yeah, that'd be crazy just to see me in a video game. That'd be like a surreal moment, for real, for real.
I just asked DJ about, Tuesday's improved performance defensively, and was wondering if you guys feel that in the game. Obviously, you're not looking up at the score and saying, okay, they're scoring less points, but you can feel it, right?
Yeah, we can feel it. And, like, our coaches let it be known, like, during the timeouts and stuff, like, we'll talk about it in the huddle. Like, we're something that we focus on, like, getting 3 stops in a row, like, they call it kills. Like, Coach told us we had, like, 5 in the first half, so that's, like, getting back to what we normally do.
And does that add extra confidence? DJ said it adds fatigue too, obviously.
Yeah, it does add fatigue because then we're going back and forth, like we're getting stops, and then like we score like pretty fast. So it's like now we're scoring, and we gotta go back, get another stop, score again. So it's like, yeah, you get tired pretty fast.
That's a good fatigue though.
Yeah.
And does that add extra confidence on that end of the floor, knowing you guys are getting stops?
Yes, it does, because it brings like energy to our team and like the crowd stuff. Like the crowd plays a big part in that, I would say.
So what do you feel like was working super well on Tuesday night to lead to that improved defensive performance?
We had one of our veteran guys, Trey. He brings us together, like when we're falling apart on the defense end. I feel like him being a part of the game like helped us out a lot.
So what are those conversations like when maybe something's not going right on the court and Trey's pulling you together? What's he telling you guys?
Just like the lock back in, like to stay focused on the main thing and like to guard our yard.
What are you looking forward to tomorrow?
A crazy environment. I'll be watching little highlights of like their student section and stuff. Their student section is right behind our bench, right? So like just being prepared for that.
They play well there. I don't think they've lost there, right?
Yeah, they haven't. But like Coach Cal says, it's a college game day, so like all the pressure's on them. So they have to come out and play hard, and we're going to come out and play hard too.
Yeah, you guys have played pretty well on the road, but this is an opportunity. You have to be like, that's going to wake it up if you get this road. But how you guys notice that? This is a huge opportunity for you guys.
Yes, it is, because they beat South Carolina pretty good at home. So just going in there like prepared and being a more physical team, I feel like that'll play a big part.
You guys have had a season of going on the road and facing some crazy environments, A&M, South Carolina.
Texas A&M was crazy.
I guess what have you learned from those experiences that you think can help you in tomorrow's game?
I'd probably say just staying together, just like not letting the crowd get to us, just staying together throughout the whole game, ups and downs, because basketball's a game of runs. Like they might start out hot early, like just staying together the whole entire game,
Is there anything you've learned, I guess, this season from facing some of those tough crowds to stay locked in yourself and try and produce a good 40 minutes?
Yeah, I'd probably say that's probably the main thing. Like, just knowing how to lock in and tune out like the crowd and stuff, and like just keep the main thing, I would say.
Justin, you guys had all this injury trouble, and
What'd you say?
you guys have had all this injury trouble.
Yeah.
How do you guys as a unit stay healthy? So for the rest of the season, clean bill of health means you can play better, you can play at your full strength.
Probably say like just doing recovery and stuff, doing whatever we can to help our bodies. That's probably the main thing I could say about that, you know.
What's a recovery day look like for you typically?
Recovery day, so like we'll have a game, we'll be off the next day, we'll get a massage, do some stretching. Sometimes I get in the cold tub, hot tub, do pool recovery, you know, just little stuff like that.
What's out of those things, what helps you the most, do you think, to get back to playing shape?
Probably say like the pool recovery, like helps loosen up my joints and my hips and stuff. I have tight hips sometimes, you know.
What's been going well for you? You know, the last couple of weeks, starting to find the bottom.
Probably say my teammates believing in me, you know, and me and Coach Cal talks all the time about like just staying the course, you know. He believes in me and knows how hard I work, and he tells me all the time that like it's not going to happen on my time, and I feel like I'm just starting to turn the corner.
How much of it is, you know, moving off ball too, you know, constantly
Good check.
moving off the ball too, you know, slashing, you know, getting those opportunities to then get the ball and get your mid-range game going. So is that part of it too?
Yeah, no, I feel like I started off the season like that, you know, just like cutting like off ball and stuff. I feel like I went away from it. I feel like the last couple of games I started to like get back to that, like cutting, rebounding and stuff, you know.
I know Reed said a couple weeks ago that you just kind of seemed like you were just happier, more lively than you had been. Was there a moment where things kind of flipped for you or switched for you and started to lead to this mini breakout you're in?
Yeah, a little bit of stuff. You know, I have talked to my mom. Like I have a mental health coach. I feel like that helped a lot, and just like my team and like my coaches believing in me and telling me like to stay the course. You know.
Not to get too personal, but what kind of the mental health coach, what do they kind of say to you? What are some of their advice?
Probably the main thing that I've took was probably like not letting negative thoughts take control of my mind and like outweigh the bad with the good.
How hard is that, and kind of with social media so
It's kind of hard. Like I wasn't really one of those people that like looked at comments or anything, but like you know, like I paid attention to it, but never really cared. So you know, that's probably one of the main things. Like just blocking out the negativity.
You also talked about Trey and how he helps communicate on the court. If he's not able to give it a go on Saturday, how do you, as a team or you personally, make up what he brings in terms of communication and leadership?
I feel like just talking, and like he does a really good job of keeping us all together when things are not going our way. So I feel like just like keeping our team together because we're going to go into a real crazy environment. So I feel like that's probably the main thing, you know.